Assembly instructions for toddler playground. Let's begin assembling the playground with the upper overlay panel. Take the flat side panels with holes for the dowels, 5 dowels measuring 40 centimeters, and 2 shaped side holders. Attach all the dowels one by one to one of the side panels. Secure all elements with screws using the Torx key, according to the order specified in the instructions. Next, position the second side panel. Ensure that all dowels fit correctly into the grooves, then fasten them with screws just like you did with the first panel. Once the upper ladder is assembled, attach the shaped side holders to its sides and secure the elements to each other with screws, first on one side, then on the opposite side. The upper playground panel is now assembled. Set it aside. Moving on, we will begin the step-by-step assembly of one of the side walls of the playground. Take 2 side panels with holes for dowels and straight edges. One of them will have holes for steps, along with 8 dowels measuring 40 centimeters, 3 steps, screws, and the Torx key. Attach a dowels with a screw into the appropriate groove of one side panel, and secure the adjacent second side panel using screws and the Torx key. Similarly, secure the next 7 dowels, 40 centimeters, one by one alternately on the 2 panels. When this element is assembled, position it against the corresponding side panel that has deep grooves on the opposite side for the 3 steps. Secure all elements with screws using the Torx key. When fastening the steps, ensure they fit correctly into the corresponding grooves. You should end up with a panel that looks like this. Let's continue. Take the side panel with grooves for steps and an oval edge, and position it against the steps. Insert each step into the corresponding groove and start securing them with screws using the Torx key. Next step. On the other side of the ladder, place 3 dowels measuring 36.8 centimeters and the side panel with holes for dowels and an oval edge. Secure the dowels first to the ladder with screws. Then attach them to the new panel. Make sure that all elements fit properly into the grooves. One of the side walls of the playground is now assembled. Set it aside and let's move on. Take the climbing net. Insert the dowels into the grooves and secure them with screws using the Torx key. One of the side panels of the climbing net has holes for the climbing frame. Secure the climbing frame firmly into the groove and attach it with screws in the corresponding holes. Ensure that all elements are tightly secured. Attach the lower curved side link to the climbing frame, fitting it precisely into the groove, and secure it with screws using the Torx key. The last element of the second wall of the playground is the second lower curved side link, which is secured from the opposite side of the climbing net with two dowels measuring 36.8 centimeters. Secure all elements in the appropriate places with screws using the Torx key. The second side wall of the playground is ready. To connect the two walls of the playground, attach the panels with an oval edge on both sides of this element. They should be secured with M6 bolts and fastened with wooden nut. If necessary, you can also use the hex key. Next, lay the first side of the playground on top. Align the upper edges so that they fit into the holes of the oval edge panel. Secure these panels together with M6 bolts and fasten them with wooden nut. Repeat the same actions on the opposite side. The main structure of the playground is now assembled. For the next step in installing the structure, you will need additional help. Hold the edges of the structure slightly open on one side while your assistant places the assembled top, ensuring that each panel fits into its corresponding groove. Next, attach the shaped side holders to the playground walls with M6 bolts in the corresponding holes, 4 pieces on each side. It's time to assemble the sliding board. Take the corresponding board and 2 side panels with grooves for it. Make sure the board fits snugly into the grooves. Secure it in the corresponding holes with screws using the Torx key, first on one side, then similarly on the opposite side. The slide is ready. Install it on the corresponding dowels. You can add rings, a rope ladder, and a swing to the assembled playground in any order you prefer. When hanging the additional elements, ensure that you have tied the knots securely. The toddler playground is ready for active use.